Once again, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Kakodash, double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, salutations unto the hopefully elect. Alright, so I'm coming to you with another video here from, alright, through the spirit and power of Bahasham Yahushai to hopefully edify you, through His grace and mercies that you understand, you know. Yeah. So I'm going to be reading from the book of Daniel because a lot of people read this and most of them really don't understand what really going on. So we're just taking a closer look here at the book of Daniel, chapter 2, starting at verse 16. Then Daniel went in and desired of the king that he would give him time and that he would show the king the interpretation, because the king had a dream and the king ended up forgetting the dream, what that he dreamed. And he called for his magicians and wise men and everybody, and he tell them that, hey, I got a dream, I can't remember it, but since I say you're wise, that's roughly paraphrasing, eh? Since you're saying you're wise and magicians and whatnot and whatnot, I want you to tell me what I dream. And they had a little talk between them. And I said, but king, you had to tell me the dream for you to break it down for you. And the king said, no. Or you had to tell me what I dream. Because that's your job. You understand? And the men them tell the king, but there no man on earth who could do that. Only the gods. And the king passed a decree that he will kill all of them. And Daniel found out. And then, that's what the scripture say here now. Daniel 2:16, they say, then Daniel went in and desired of the king that he would give him time and that he would show the king the interpretation. Then Daniel went to his house and made the thing known to Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, his companions, that they would desire mercies of Yahweh, alright, of mercies of the power of heaven concerning his secrets. Then that Daniel and his fellows should not perish with the rest of the wise men of Babylon. So they went and they seek mercies from Yahweh, because the Most High is the one that revealed all things. The Most High is the one that put, dreams in a man's mind. The Most High is the one that you know, he's the one that put the thought in your head. He's the creator, and he's the one in control of all things. And Daniel went and they went to seek mercies from the Most High. It says that Daniel and his fellows should not perish with the rest of the wise men of Babylon. Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in night vision. Then Daniel blessed, the power of heaven. Because so the Most High revealed it unto Daniel, the dream of the king get. So that is just to show you the might and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That is just to show you the ultimate power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He said, then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in the night vision. Then Daniel blessed Yahweh, the power of heaven. Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of power. Blessed be the name of Yahweh forever and ever. For wisdom and might are his. And he changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise, and knowledge to to them that know understanding. So Daniel started to give praises unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. He started to give glory and honor unto the Most High. You know? He said, He revealed the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him. Because the scripture says, wisdom and knowledge belongeth unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He's the former of all things. I thank thee and praise thee. Hey, the Most High is the one who put in that thought in my mind to do everything. See, that's, you know, he sent a messenger because according to the Bible, what the scripture say, it was revealed unto Daniel in the night in a vision. So that is the time where the Most High sent that angel when you're sleeping. The scripture just talk while you're in slumber, it's on the bed. He sealed the he sealed the instruction. So Daniel get the you know the information in the night. You know. So he say, I thank thee and praise thee, O thou power of my fathers, who has given me wisdom and might, and has made known unto me now what we desire of thee. For thou hast now made known unto us the king's matter. Therefore Daniel went in unto Arioch, whom the king had ordained to destroy the wise men of Babylon. He went and said thus unto him, Destroy not the wise men of Babylon, bring me in before the king, and I will show unto the king the interpretation. Then Arioch brought in Daniel before the king in haste, and said thus unto him, I have found a man of the captives of Judah that will make known unto the king the interpretation. So he let the king know, well, I have found such a man, you know. Okay, hey, you remember also that the Most High made Moses a god to the Egyptians. You understand? That is to show you. The king answered and said unto Daniel, whose name was Belshazzar, art thou able to make known unto me the dream which I have seen, and the interpretation thereof? Alright? Because normally the wise men and them say that they don't know man and two could do that. So the king asked Daniel this question here. Then Daniel answered in the presence of the king and said, the secret which the king had demanded cannot the wise men, the astrologers, the magicians, the soothsayers show unto the king? But there is a power in heaven, alright, which is Yahweh, that revealeth secrets and maketh known to the king Nebuchadnezzar what shall be in the latter days. So this dream what the king get here come like a prophecy. You understand? You know? And this for we times too. Thy dream and the vision of thy head upon thy bed are these. As for thee, O king, thy thoughts came into thy mind upon thy bed, what should come to pass hereafter, and he that revealeth secrets maketh known to thee what shall come to pass. You understand that there? So the Most High, he gave the king that vision. The Most High is the one who gave him that. That is why Daniel received that from the Most High, because the Most High is the one who put the vision in the king's mind. You understand? Say, but as for me, this secret is not revealed to me for any wisdom that I have more than any living, but for their sakes that shall make known the interpretation to the king, and that thou mightest know the thoughts of thy heart. So Daniel and the king know, you know, that because, you know, he could tell the king What he dream, it don't mean he better than nobody. So this just showing you that Daniel was a very humble man. Daniel was a wise and a humble man. See, there no pride in him there. And this is always we ought to be in the truth, humble. Not because we have wisdom, knowledge and understanding of scriptures and certain things that don't mean that we we that don't mean that don't make we something. The thing that means something is the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Alright? Say yeah. Thou, O king, sawest and behold a great image. This image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the former thereof was terrible. This image, this image's head was of fine gold, his breast and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron, his feet part of iron and of part of clay. Thou sawest still that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and brake them to pieces. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like the chaff of the summer, threshing floors, and the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain, and filled the whole earth. Alright, this is the dream, and we will tell the interpretation thereof before the king. So Daniel tell the king what he dreamed there, and now he can give him the interpretation right now. So that's just to show you this wisdom. That is to show you the great and awesome might that Yahweh Shai have. This is to show you that the Most High can make a man a God at his disposal. The Most High had the power to turn up the spiritual level, and you have the power to turn down the spiritual level. Alright, that is why you have to fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. He's the one above all. He's above all gods. Yahweh is above all gods. Yahweh can make a God if you want. You understand? Yahweh, he's alone. You understand? He don't know, and imagine he make enemies. It ain't nobody that could stand in Yahweh's way. Because he's all powerful. He could do whatever he want. Alright. Verse 37. Thou, O king, art a king of kings. For the power of heaven, which is Yahweh, hath given thee a kingdom, power, and strength, and glory. So the Most High, the power of heaven, Yahweh. Alright. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Alright. Is the one that gave the King Nebuchadnezzar what? The kingdom, the power, and the strength and the glory. He's the one that did that. Nebuchadnezzar never just wake up, hey, I feel like I can go for king position. Yeah? No, the Most High is the one who give him that seat, who give him that power. And wheresoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field and the fowls of the heaven had he given into thine hand, and had made thee ruler over them all. Thou art this head of gold. So Daniel let him know, hey, you see the head? You use the beginning, right? Use the head of gold. And after thee shall rise another kingdom here, inferior to thee, and another third kingdom of brass, which shall bear rule over all the earth. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these shall it break in pieces and bruise. And whereas thou sawest the feet of, and toes part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay, and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. Alright? And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. And in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven, which is Yahweh, set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. Alright? For as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that it break in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold, the great power had made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter, and the dream is concerning the interpretation thereof sure. So basically, what Daniel will tell the king, right? Use the start, right? And after you, other another nation go come and another nation go come and rule until the end. So you had the Greeks, alright, you had the Persian Empire and whatnot, and so have you. Yeah, the Romans, which represent the iron. And but right now, the main thing right now, we need tools, the iron and clay. Like the scripture says, it partly um it will be divided, partly strong, you know. So right now we need tools, you know, because it had different nations ruling different countries, you know. So the different tools represent the EU, alright, the different nations, you know, which represent the red dragon, in the book of Revelation. So who's the ruling head today? Who's the number one country, today? America, which is Babylon the Great. You know? So you people really think that this world can continue? You people really think that everything can go back to normal after all these blasphemies that you people have committed? You people really can't look back in history and look at the different kingdoms from Nebuchadnezzar to now to know that this kingdom is being ruled by the so-called white man. You people really cannot see that. You don't know that the so-called white man is your enemy, and he's doing everything in his power to keep you poor, to keep you simple-minded, to keep you down. But you telling me that you really cannot see that? So what the main thing that I really want you to understand, you listeners, from Nebuchadnezzar to now, you need to do your research. You need to start reading. You need to start to read and do your research and understand for yourself that right now we need tools. The kingdom partly divided. Because like in the kingdom there was Nebuchadnezzar. He was ruling over the whole earth. But who ruling over the whole earth right now? Alright? The kingdom divided. You understand? They divided. And you know what? The stone, what was cut out without hands, that represented the kingdom of Israel. Because, hey, Yeah, it hides too. That stone coming from coming from outer space, coming from the heavens. And they can set up a rulership which will never be destroyed. The kingdom of heaven, kingdom of Israel. That is where we can rule. And let's say, let me just go through the scripture here to let you people know that you need to wake the hell up. You need to wake the hell up. And with that, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKakodash, the one on the son to the apostles of Great Millstone. I'd like to say, Shalom.